Hi, you're very welcome back to the channel. My name is Frankie Carroll and you're more than welcome. Today we're going to be visiting some of the beautiful pagodas in and around Hanoi. We're going to visit the Imperial Citadel of Thang Long, which is situated in the heart of Hanoi. And we're going to head back to Train Street at night to catch some of those trains coming through. So we just came out of breakfast. We had breakfast in Rue de Camp. It's just around the corner from our hotel, and it's actually probably become our favourite restaurant. It's very reasonable and the quality in there is amazing. So I think I'm going to end up doing a video on that. I'm going to visit one or two of the pagodas that I want to see. So the first one is Trang Quoc, is it?
I think so.
Yeah, that we're just going to head down to, and we're just going to work our way back to the old town then as well. We might get to the Citadel as well today, but gorgeous morning again. Down to the pagoda that we wanted to see down here. I think it's Trang Quoc is actually the name of the pagoda, down on the waterway here. Absolutely gorgeous around here. Again, I don't know, is this a lake or is it part of the river or whatever, but you can see it behind me. Absolutely gorgeous today. There's a bit of a wind, so I don't know if it's affecting the sound in any way. But much more open here. I think this would actually be the river, but yeah, it's windier down here as well. But an absolutely gorgeous morning again. Sun is splitting the stones before the cooler weather comes in the evening, and a bit of cloud. But like that, you know, it's probably like 35 degrees or something like that, but it's really hot this morning. So we're going to head on in here. I think you get gangsters everywhere. Just as we were coming in the gate, we met this guy and he said he was working for he was a teacher working for the local community here. A lovely guy, you know, he was just like all over us, so nice, delighted that we were from Ireland and everything else. And he said that he was selling toothpicks. So then he showed us a booklet to say that, look, these are the people that have donated. They donate in euros, they donate in dollars, you know, just to help out these people in the local community. So we decided then that, you know, we'd sign the book for him. And you know, when I opened my wallet to give him the money, he was like, yes, 500,000 dong. I was like, no. He was like, oh, euro. So I took out, was it 10,000 dong, just because I knew at that stage then, you know, he wasn't genuine. He was probably a scam artist, and you get it in every city, you know. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. Like, just be careful for those things, you know. I mean, it's easy to play on people's tourists when they're here, and you expect it everywhere you go, but just keep an eye out for it. So that was coming in. So if you're asked to fill out any questionnaires and stuff like that, just pass on it, you know. So I have to say that's probably one of the nicest pagodas that I've ever been at. Beautiful little temple in there, absolutely gorgeous, so peaceful. And with these main roads that pass up and down, once you get into those spaces, you can see why people want to spend time there. It gets completely quiet. It's absolutely beautiful there, I have to say. Really gorgeous. I believe it's the Trang Quoc pagoda temple that it actually is. So make sure you come down and see this, because the space here is absolutely beautiful. You can't miss it. So if you look up on your maps, it's actually the one that's there's a road going through. I don't know, is it the river or something? So it's like a little bridge going over it. But this is the space you want to come down to. Absolutely beautiful. So just as we finish up there with the pagoda, we're heading to the Kwantan temple. So if you're walking back towards the old town, or back over this little bridgeway or whatever, it's boardwalk area, to head back, then that's where we're going to go see the next temple. So just a very short walk from where we were just basically back down here. So that's the pagoda we were at below, and now just directly behind me are the gates to the next place where we're going. So not too far a walk. So get your grab or get your taxi to the first pagoda, and then come to the second one here. So here we have the entrance to the Den Kwantan temple. I think I'm pronouncing that right anyway. Gorgeous gateway coming in here. Now unfortunately, because of the fact that when we were coming out, no thank you. Unfortunately, when we were coming out, because it's so hot and the sunshine and everything else, Paula just has a string top on her, so I don't actually know if they're going to let her in or not, but we'll give it a go anyway. It's nice here because they have a little sit-down area on either side. Obviously different temples probably have different rules, so where we're sitting here at the moment, it's just nice to be able to sit down and relax in out of the heat and just watch people coming in and out. It's nice and relaxing here. So that's two temples that we've visited now, two pagodas. Beautiful spaces. So obviously very, very hot at the moment. So it's time to take a little bit of a refreshment break. Past this Highlands Coffee, chance to get some internet. This Highlands Coffee, that's down on this big lake that's here. So I thought it was a river earlier on, but this is actually a big huge lake. I forget the name of it now again. So this lake is, so over here, that's where the first temple pagoda we went to, and then just barely around the corner here is the second one that we went to. So Highlands Coffee for a coconut coffee, nice and cool, and it's actually a beautiful location. Looks like I think it's an old boat or something, or barge. Yeah, so we'll pop in there for a refreshment. Let's go. I was just looking at the temperature on my phone when we were in, when we had internet, and it said it's 34 degrees today, but it has a feel factor of 44. Nice. It's beautiful in the shade and everything, the direct sun. Not that we're in it for too long, because we're in and out of places, but we came through a park here now as we're on our way to the Imperial Palace, or the Palace. So we just came through a little park here, so it's cooler here. But yeah, 34 degrees with a feel factor of 44. I absolutely love it. I wanted to see if we could go into like the Imperial Palace and the Mausoleum, but they're over my head here now, so I'm sneakily going to take a photograph or a video here. Well, we went up to the gate anyway, and there's no photography or anything like that around, so I still could even be arrested at this stage. But two reasons they wouldn't leave us in. Number one, we didn't have any masks, so we could have went in and not filmed. Number one, we didn't have any masks, and number two, because of the heat, Paula just has a string top on her, so they said she couldn't go in unless she was covered up. So if you do need to come down to, I don't think you can get into the palace right now, but at least if you're going to the grounds of what is it? If you're going to the grounds of the mausoleum, then you're going to need to do that. So I think I'm in trouble here now because this guy has just seen me filming. So we're on the last little walk now, just down to the Citadel, which is over here on my right. We would have been here a lot sooner, but Paula is slowing us down again as usual. So one of the things when you come here to Vietnam, what you'll notice is on the bikes you see a lot of the women, and they've got like these clothes that they wear from head to toe. It's like one big huge poncho, and it goes from the tip of their head to the tip of their toes while they're riding their scooters. Now, I was told the reason for that. First of all, I was saying it's so bloody hot here, why would you want to do that? So basically the reason for it is when they're traveling around, when they're on the motorbikes, because of the smog and the dust, and you know, just from traveling around, they don't want to dirty their clothes, so that's what they do. Now, they mustn't sweat because these things are huge, so they'll wear a mask over their face, and you know, it's a hood, and goes, like I said, it goes all the ways down to the tips of their toes, and they'll have gloves on them as well. So it's protecting their clothes and their skin and everything else while they're actually flying around on the scooters and the mopeds. So that's the reason why. Finally, we have arrived at the Thang Long Imperial Citadel. Now coming down, it seems like there's an awful lot. When we left the area below, on the way up, there's an awful lot of governmental buildings. So, you know, I didn't want to use the camera out too much when I'm walking along. There's even one across from me here now. You just have to be careful. Signs up everywhere saying no cameras, not to use them. So just have to be careful of that. But yeah, so we arrived at the Citadel, and we're going to head on in there. Hopefully everything will be good in there. I tell you what, today is one hell of a hot day. It really truly is. I normally don't give out about the heat, and I'm not going to give out about the heat, but I will admit it's hot today. This here underneath me is part of the original flooring, I think from like the 14th century. This was excavated around 1999, something like that. So they've got like glass covering over it that you can walk on and look down at the floor below. So we're in the Citadel right now. Just came in, and it seems to be a big, huge area. They seem to be developing a lot of it. We heard a lot of quacking noise when we just came in this gate down here. Paula said, "What's that? Go see what it is." But it's actually speakers, kind of a duck noise. But I think what it is this thing that's behind me. Something that I've seen around and seems to be big over here is called water theatre. So I'm not sure exactly what that is. I'm interested to find out. But looking in here, it seems that there's places for seats, and then up the top up here you have what looks like a stage. So, you know, everything that a theatre is, but there's a little pool in the front of it. So I'm guessing that they use mannequins and stuff like that, and it's water puppet theatre. I'm interested. If anybody knows what it is, then can you let me know in the comments below. I've seen it advertised in a few places around, so I just never ever seen it before in my life. So interesting. Just over this wall behind me here, just as you come in the main entrance by this big building, there seems to be a big huge excavation going on. I guess they're looking for stuff that would still be around in the area, but a massive big huge excavation site that's actually going on there. Come up the very top of this pagoda. It's the main pagoda as you come in. Fortunately, Paula can't make it up the stairs, so I said I'd just come up for a look. Fantastic views at the top. We can actually see here, as you look down from this side, where all the excavation is going on. Like trenches going around. So that's what it seems like anyway, unless they're building something over it. But in front of this kind of French colonialism building that they have here, they seem to be just excavating in front of that. So beautiful up here. Okay, so that's the beautiful citadel. It's a fabulous area, definitely probably one of the top 3 that you should come and see. Plenty to do and see here. So we had an absolutely wonderful day. It's getting a little bit too hot now, so it's time to go get probably coconut coffee. Why not? We'll head off and do that. So we ventured out now again. I brought nothing else with me. I just have the GoPro in my hand. No extra batteries or nothing, because the only reason we're really kind of out, one of the things that we're actually going to do is we have to head out to Train Street. When we were there the other day, we managed to get all the footage during the day, but no trains came along. So now it's the weekend, the trains are more frequent, so that's actually what we're going to do. We're going to go down and see if we can catch a train coming along. So we just arrived and sat down, and we came to the lovely spot that we were at the last day. The guy remembered us straight away. He's really nice. Like, we told him that we would be back another night. So we're sitting in the location where we were sitting exactly the last day. Like I said, you know, he sat us down. He's very good English, chats away to us. He's really nice. And each one of the vendors that's actually around, they're clearing everybody off the tracks now, because you know the train is going to be coming. So what they want to do is clear people off the tracks, because they don't want anybody getting injured. So they're very good that way. So he just told me just to scoot over a little bit, that it's literally going to be that close coming through. Literally no, I mean, I'm watching it coming down here and it's millimeters, absolutely millimeters. Look how close this is to me. Wow. That's my foot. And then life just continues on again as normal. But you know what? We have some beer Hanoi. Paul has got some cider. we're happy campers. We got to see our train. Cheers.
I've been searching for someone for all my life. I keep on wondering where you hide. Nobody knows. I've been waiting for someone to come around, but I keep on wondering where you hide. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
This is the upstairs in the railway cafe, and nice view from up here, but when you want to get the train coming through you want to be on downstairs, so I said I'd come up here and video from up here. It's a great way to go. We had this girl that was downstairs and she just started busting out some moves. It's actually the girl in white that the guy was saying you need to get off the tracks, so I guess she didn't realise the train was coming, and then as you can see I just started using that. So then when the train came, or just before the train came, or after the train came, she decided to go ahead and do some dance moves, which is brilliant. So I knew there was a reason that I like coming in here, so we got like guitar on the wall and loads of artwork as well. So, and the guy is really nice here, so I don't think you can go far beyond, you know, you can't go far beyond sitting here at the railway cafe. Absolutely. Just finished up at the railway cafe, and this is the first time we've actually been out in the rain. So it's finally started raining. We got away with it for so long, but we're trying to get a grab now and see if we can just get back to our hotel. But it's raining. It's just like Ireland. Okay.